This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. Now, this is an issue that has really troubled some people for a little bit. It goes all the way back to 1977, the original Star Wars. And when the movie first came out, we knew nothing about how successful it was going to be. But what we did know is it seemed like, okay, Luke and Leia, they are into each other. Like, this is going to be a romance happening. And, of course, we found out, in 1983 in Return of the Jedi, the third movie in that trilogy, we found out, oh, hey, they're brother and sister.
Plot twist. Spoiler alert, BJ, come on.
Well,
there's probably one texter out there that's going to be mad that you just spoiled it.
Sorry about that.
I was going to watch it this weekend.
There, bro and sis. Sorry about that. But here's this, man. There's a TV ad for Star Wars that aired back in 77. And, well, when it's pretty weird in retrospect because it concentrates solely on the supposed budding love affair between those two.
From the moment he saw her image,
help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
she's beautiful. He had to find her.
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. In danger, in love, in Star Wars. No legendary adventure of the past could be as exciting as this romance of the future. Star Wars.
Whoa.
Rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you.
And we're going to wreck your world when you find out it's incestuous.
Yeah.
Romance of the future. So does that mean that we're all going to just be together?
It was a long time ago in a galaxy far away. Like, this guy doesn't even know what the hell he's talking about.
Dude, I love the production quality is just so great. I love the voice guy. The voice guy thing has changed over time.
Yeah. That voice guy's the worst.
I remember that guy's voice.
They want to do each other. Star Wars. Come check it out.
You would have been so successful in the 70s
right?
As a voice guy. Where were you, Steve?
A budding romance from a brother and sister.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I remember that dude. He used to do a lot of the romantic movie like voiceovers. That guy.
So that was they were leaning towards that angle of like, hey, this is a romantic story to try and get people who like romance movies.
Exactly. I mean, that was Madison Avenue because, no doubt about it. They're like, yeah, it's super spacey, and you probably don't want to go see super spacey, but there's love. There's Luke and you like Luke and Laura. What about Luke and Leia? Hey, come on, let's get it going.
Okay, question for you because you probably know. You definitely know more about Star Wars than I do.
Are you sure? Because you still. I don't think so. I mean, Mr. Spock, he's not in Star Wars, right?
So when they put together this movie, like you said, there was no guarantee that there would be an Empire Strikes Back or, of course, Return of the Jedi. At the time of them making Star Wars, the original movie, did George Lucas know that eventually Luke and Leia were going to be their brother and sister, or was that something that kind of evolved after they made the movie?
It depends on who you believe, because I don't believe George. I just don't. I know that George is really good at special effects and making movies for kids. But when it comes to dialogue and those complex human plots, no, I think somehow, some way, he thought, whoa, you know what would really be cool? Like the first plot twist was, hey, you guess, okay, spoiler alert, but the first plot twist.
Mad, so I said, damn it, BJ, you ruined the whole movie for me.
Yeah. But it was clumsy how Vader was revealed as his father, because in the first movie, he literally, the way it was put forth, there's no way that Vader's his dad. But then they were like, well, we'll be clumsy about it and say he is his dad. But the first movie, you can see some plot holes and some dialogue issues that really doesn't point to Vader being Luke's dad. So I really believe that he's like, we need something that's a twist, so we're going to do this. And then for Return of the Jedi, they were like, well, we had that great twist in Empire Strikes Back. What could be the twist in Jedi? And I bet he's like,
brother, sister.
Brother, sister. You know,
okay.
And yeah, I really don't think I think Lucas intended them to be romance people and maybe wanted a love triangle between, Han, Luke, and her. I believe that he wanted. But then the brother-sister thing, I'm just like, yeah, you made that up somewhere between the end or close to the end of episode 5 and then right at the beginning of episode 6. That wasn't something he knew when the first Star Wars movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Well, and that
I don't believe it.
And what you're saying seems to be the general consensus on a quick internet search is a lot of people are saying that he had really no idea.
Just made it up as he went along.
Basically, and in order to kind of tie up that love triangle and have Luke focus more on the father aspect, it was just, oh, your brother and sister. Okay, now Han and Leia can just go do their thing.
So he just wanted to wreck Luke when you think about it, throwing all these crazy things. I mean, first you find out that this bad guy's your dad. Next thing you know, you got the hots for your sister. I mean, he really threw a lot at him.
Well, that's why.
No wonder why that little green man wanted to help him out along the way. I felt bad. He's like, this poor dude's
little
getting left.
green man.
Do or do not. Do not do your sister.
He literally has a 2-syllable name, and you went still with little green man. You added okay.
Yeah, you could have said Yoda.
Just Yoda works.
Well, not everybody knows him by name, BJ. Stop being so, elitist.
Wow. You know what?
That's why he's friends with rich robots. He knew that they wouldn't break his heart.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we mean R2-D2, his buddy.
Oh, and C-3PO.
Yeah, come on, man.
Oh, wait, you know C-3PO, and you don't know Yoda?
I know Yoda.
All right, I don't know what to say anymore. I think you're trolling me, and you're just, or you're like Lucas, and you're making it up as you go along. I have no idea.
Why not both?
Yeah, I think you're right, Rev. You know what? When it comes to trolling, you do have to make that up on the fly. You really do have to be quick on your feet to troll. Yeah, it's that. I never, I don't remember that ad, Steve. So it's very disturbing.
It was amazing.
Well, if he knew eventually what was going to happen, kind of a weird ad, unless the marketing department didn't know, and he was just like, make me a trailer. Like, well, let's get that guy with the voice. Hey, everybody, they're going to be friends, and then they're going to make out with each other.
It's love in space between brother and sister. So it's like, okay. We've got a man whose life was saved, all because of a bag of potato chips. Steve will tell you all about this. He's got the Mix Report for you at 6:18 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
The world needed a safer trampoline. Dr. Keith Alexander, inventor of the Spring-Free Trampoline, wanted to bring the joy of trampolining to his daughter. His wife said they were too dangerous, so he invented his own. Spring-Free Trampoline is the world's safest trampoline, with no springs or hard edges. Now, parents can have peace of mind that their kids are outside jumping safely. To learn more, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Are you thinking about selling your home? With Orchard, you can skip the hassles of listing a home and go straight to getting an all-cash offer. It's simple. Once Orchard determines your home value, they make you a cash offer. Then, when Orchard sells your home for more than they paid you for it, you keep all of the profit. Maximize your earnings and minimize the stress of selling your home. Visit Orchard.com to see how you can get an all-cash offer. Orchard, it's the new way to home.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Miggs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys. Thanks to you all for giving us the Miggs Report. And today's a special day because I love myself some cheesecake, and today's National Cheesecake Day.
Ooh, yes. Wow.
I know, BJ, you're not a big cheesecake guy.
I would have a piece just to celebrate with you guys. I'm sure there's a piece of cheesecake I could... There's many flavors. I'm sure the factory would have something that it would be fine with me.
Right. So considerate to put yourself through that torture.
Right?
Thank you.
I mean, he's
I'm
a giver.
glad you noticed.
We've always said BJ the giver.
Oh, I'm the giver?
Yeah. Wait, that doesn't sound right. That's not the nickname you want when your name's BJ.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Well, anyways, maybe a little strawberry on top. Maybe just keep it just OG and normal with a nice little crust on it as well. My dad used to make a great cheesecake.
Your dad made a great cheesecake?
Yeah. It was very stressful, though, because, my dad also has a temper, and you need a lot of patience to make a cheesecake.
Yeah, you do.
So it's like, it's like you have to weigh out the options. Is it worth the headache? Because he'd be yelling for hours, and then eventually it would get done, and you're like, this is delicious. It was worth it, until he starts making another one. You're like, why are we going through this again? Like, you hate this. Why are you making this even though you hate making it?
Would he get upset when it would crack?
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's too much stress.
Because he would make them as Christmas gifts for family members. So then it was like when one would crack, that one went to the person he liked the least. Uncle Frank got that one a couple times. Same man that he once beat up.
Uncle Frank already got beaten up a couple. I mean, he should the good cheesecake.
Right.
He really should.
Now I know why Uncle Frank kind of disassociated himself with our family.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good reasons.
He was the family punching bag. Got beat up on literally by my dad when he dressed up as Santa Claus. My dad would give him the crappy cheesecake.
Oh, I'm with Uncle Frank on this. It's like, I literally was bringing joy to your kids, and you beat the crap out of me. I am so done with you, sir.
I need to track down Uncle Frank and apologize on behalf of our family.
You really, you know what? You really should. Because Uncle Frank seems like a hell of a guy that just was in the wrong place at every wrong time.
And then you meet him and you beat him up too.
Wouldn't that be funny? If he said, I'm like, Uncle Frank, I'm really sorry. And he starts being a jerk, and I just punch him in the face and pie face him with a cheesecake. I don't know, or a cheesecake face him, I guess it would be.
Yeah, that would be the cheesecake face, yeah. But you know what, Steve? Look, the tradition continues. I mean, the legacy. That's why you're here. Continue the legacy.
That would be pretty gnarly of me. And today is Get Gnarly Day, so maybe that's what I'll do.
Get
gnarly, brah.
Wow, that was quite a segue right there.
It's also National Talking in Elevator Day. Don't do that.
Yeah. National Talking in Elevator Day.
Yeah.
But how would I make my pitches? I got a lot of pitches I want to make, and the elevator's the way to do it.
Okay, well, you keep doing your elevator pitches there, BJ. Let's head over to New York, where a New York City police officer is being called a hero, as well as a bag of chips being called a hero. And the reason being, he used the bag of chips to save a stabbing victim.
What?
The story is nuts, man. So apparently a guy got stabbed, but, he's bleeding out. So they're like, we got to do something to get him to stop bleeding. So what did this police officer do? He stuffed a bag of chips in him and then duct taped him to keep him alive.
Whoa.
Wow. Here's the police. Right?
Wild.
Here's the police officer and some bystanders, as well as another emergency personnel, talking about what happened.
We knew right away that we needed to seal the chest, and with a puncture wound there, we didn't want the air going in and collapsing his lung.
He told me, go in the store, give me a bag of chips. I got him a bag of chips. Then he went back and said, get me some tape. I came back in here, got him some tape.
The effect was immediate and apparent. As soon as Ron finished basically getting that dressing on there, that bag of chips, right away we noticed a drastic improvement in his condition.
I hope it wasn't like the salt and vinegar chips, because that would probably sting.
Yeah, it kind of hurt a little bit, right?
I wonder what kind of chips they were. Barbecue. I suggest barbecue.
This is why the man would be dead, Steve, because you'd be fighting over the kind of chips.
Which one?
Where the sun chips?
Sour cream and onion, guys.
Sun chips.
Where are you? I'm at the vending machine. Which one should we get? It doesn't matter.
These are my favorite Doritos. I told you, Cool Ranch.
I don't know if you guys know, but the Olympics are going on. I know because my wife loves the gymnastics stuff.
Yeah.
We watch it, man. It's insane how talented some of those gymnasts are. It's nuts. Like, how do they not just break their legs every single time they land?
Yeah, well, sometimes that does happen, but yeah, it is amazing where it doesn't happen more.
Well, one of the gymnasts, an 18-year-old by the name of Sunny Lee, which is a great name. Hi, I'm
Sunny Lee is an awesome name.
She won she was the 5th straight gymnast to win the all-around individual title, got a gold medal, but they did ask her an important thing after she was done because, it's a strain on you physically. You got to stay in shape and all that crap. Well, afterwards, when you're done, you want to eat something probably unhealthy. So they asked her what she ate to celebrate. So I'm curious, before I play her audio, if you're Sunny Lee, you just finished, you're done. You can now enjoy whatever you want. What are you eating?
Okay, you want me to predict what she would say?
No, I'm asking you. If you're Sunny Lee.
If I'm Sunny Lee.
Yes.
Oh, if I'm Sunny Lee, wow. Well, first of all, I can't believe I'd be in that great shape, but I'm going to go with this. I am totally going to go with key lime pie.
Key lime pie. I think I'm going to go with cheesecake based on our conversation.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Got to go with the key lime. If I get to have anything I want, because I haven't had a key lime pie in a long time, so that's where I'm going to go.
Vicky?
A whole thing of red velvet cake. Like a whole cake.
Entire cake.
Yes.
A whole cake?
Oh, man.
I thought I was getting a slice. All right, I guess I'm going to have to step up my game.
I have a friend who does competitive weightlifting or bodybuilding, and that's what she ate. She ate a giant sheet cake after her competition.
It's funny you say it because we were at when I was at Relentless Wrestling in Spokane. There's a guy, if you Google him, his name's Alexander Hammerstone, a buddy of mine, and the guy's got muscles on top of muscles. He's in incredible shape. He's a great wrestler that, he wrestles all across the country and the world, right? So somebody brought a cake to say, hey, congratulations on a great event for the promotion, but nobody had opened it up yet. And that's him with, he's just in great shape.
He's in great shape.
And he eats healthy and all that, but he saw the cake and he's like, is anyone going to eat this? And I'm like, I don't know, someone's got to start eating it. So he just ripped it open, took a fork and just jabbed it in the cake and got a giant piece and just started eating it. And I'm like, I know. I was like, well, if that's the results of eating cake is your body, I'm eating cake with you.
Yeah. I don't think that's how that works, but good thinking.
Well, look at me. It's not, PJ. All right, Rev, what are you eating?
I'm going to Dairy Queen, getting a large peanut butter cup Reese's Pieces Blizzard.
Oh, man.
Not bad. Yeah. Not a bad choice.
Mm-hmm. All right, Danny.
What is you guys with all the sweets? I'm getting 12 large pizzas.
12 large pizzas. I will tell you, one of the members of our show is correct.
It's going to be Danny.
All right, let's hear what she did to celebrate.
I don't even know. I'm going to go eat a pizza. That's all I've been craving this whole time.
I just love how she's like, I don't know. I'm going to eat a pizza, you mother effers.
Nice. Good for Sunny Lee. So she got us a gold, huh?
Got a gold.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah, yours has got 41 medals so far. We're in the lead, man.
Jeez, I thought we started out slow. Wow, we started out slow, and look at us.
Hey, congratulations, Yakima. You're in the news for the dumbest story of the day.
Oh, boy.
I'm just going to read the headline. You really don't need much more after this. Man shot a fridge in self-defense after a soda can exploded.
Yeah, who doesn't do that?
Well, yeah, but think about the life this guy is leading, that the soda, he hears gunshots so much that's what I'm assuming that's what he thought.
Well, he told the police that the people who live in the basement, which it makes sense, let people live in your basement that he believes want to kill him.
Oh!
And that they shot at him, so he fired back in self-defense. Here's the problem. Nobody lives in the basement.
Oh, nobody lives in...
I was expecting there was no basement.
Rev, you're correct. There is no basement as well.
Oh, good job, Rev. Rev, you really know crazy.
Oh, gosh, yeah, I do.
Wow, I'm a little worried about how Rev really knows this whole story.
What's up, Yakima?
Wow. The people that live in the basement... sir, you don't have any living in the basement. Oh, by the way, yes, you don't even have a basement, sir.
Unbelievable.
But that fridge will never... You know what? Never talk back to him again.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey, Mariners, They found themselves a closer. They had a big trade that happened with the Tampa Bay Rays, and they got closer Diego Castillo. He's now a member of the Mariners, and what they give up? A right-handed pitcher by the name of J.T. Chargois. And third baseman, a guy that's actually a prospect that people have been raving about, and that's Austin Shenton. He was the Mariners' number 17 prospect or something along those lines. But the Castillo guy that we got apparently is a very good pitcher. So that's they got someone that can now help in the bullpen again.
And now I really owe DePoto an apology because I did find out that Graven was going to be a free agent at the end of the season. So. And with the way he's pitching, he's going to command a ridiculous amount of money. And I feel like that. And you know what? The Mariners got a little bit of help on offense, and then they were able to replace their closer with another closer. So
General Manager Dipoto?
So sorry. I'm not like that. You know that. I'm very sorry.
There you go. There's his apology.
Wow. I don't know how I don't know how Castillo's going to feel, because I mean, he went from a wild card possible first place contender to a wild card contender. I mean, a lot of times when you get traded during this, you either go from a great team to a bad team or the other way around. He kind of went from I'm going from a contender to a contender. A weird trade for Tampa Bay.
Mariners are 2 games back of that second AL wild card spot, so hopefully he'll be able to help them out. One person that won't be able to help out the Mariners, Hector Santiago.
Oh, God, yes, this guy.
Now, he's the guy that got in trouble because he was using some sticky stuff on the ball. We're talking about baseball, of course.
Yes.
And he got suspended for that. It was a 10-game suspension for possessing a foreign substance. Well, sounds like a wrestler. He's got like a foreign substance in his tights.
Yeah.
Well, now he's also been suspended for 80 games because, he tested positive for some type of testosterone.
If you read the whole statement like that he gave, it is such a convoluted mess that I'm just like, really, Hector? I mean, you've been the subject of 2 big no-nos in the world of baseball. I mean, you are like at the epicenter of don't do this to the baseball and don't do this to your body. And you're right there for both of them in the same freaking season. You get popped for both.
Well, the Mariners, they play Texas without Hector tonight. That's going to be at 5 p.m. in Texas. And then the Sounders play tomorrow. Hopefully the teens will show up again. We need those teenagers to help out. They're taking on the San Jose Earthquakes, and they'll be at Lumen Field at 2 p.m. Danny, you going to be going to the game?
No, actually, I'm going to go see the Tacoma Defiance take on New Mexico United in the USL.
Yeah, so who are you rooting for? Is it Tacoma or New Mexico?
Tacoma, 100%.
Look at you turning your back on the place that brought you into this world.
Yeah. Good call. Simple enough.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
At that point, I was like, it's the Sounders starter team. I'm good for that.
Will the teenagers be there?
I don't know, actually. Yeah, I don't know who's starting for the Sounders.
When you say the Sounders starter team, what does that mean?
It's like the training team for them, so that's where they pull the teenagers.
Is it like their minor league or practice players?
It's like their minor. It's their minor league.
Can't they even use the right terms? When you say starters, it makes me think those are the people that start the game, which means they're the best ones for the Sounders. But that's not what
you're just showing your ignorance when it comes to soccer.
Yeah, BJ, come on, man.
Sorry about that.
Stick with your American football, BJ, if you got a problem with it.
Wow, I didn't know I offended you so much, Steve. All right,
yeah, I'm done. 88 degrees is going to be the high today. It's going to be warm.
What?
Yes.
What?
And thanks to Advanced Hair Restoration for giving us the Mix Report.
Time to sweat, people.
It has been wonderful, gorgeous weather. It's so great to be sitting on the couch, rehabbing a turned ankle. I'm so happy. That's the best weather we've ever
going outside.
Are we getting close to you getting off the disabled list?
No. I'm not going to be any help to the team.
All right, fine.
You know what, though, Steve? I have to say, I mean, you talk about armchair quarterbacks, even the players. Now, I know that they liked Graveman, so I think it's okay to be pissed that you lose a great teammate.
Yep.
But, boy, the way they were saying that the Mariners don't want to win, and then they turned around and did get somebody to replace the dude and ended up getting somebody to help the team on offense with, Toro, Toro comes out with 2 home runs. I mean, I got to, some of these armchairs have got to at least go, wow, Jerry, we owe you an apology. I mean, it looks like they are trying to do what they can, within their financial world to compete, because baseball's not like other sports. There's no salary cap. So, like what Houston's doing right now and what the Dodgers are doing right now, it's insane. They're going after all these players and basically just sacrificing the farm, paying all this money to the other teams to make up the salaries on a lot of cases. And the Mariners can't do it because they just don't have the money that the Dodgers, Red Sox, Yankees have.
Well, then I guess we should apologize.
Uncle Dog made a really bad mistake. Uncle Dog is going to get punished.
Thanks, Dog.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry, and I apologize with all my heart.
All right, so is that good enough?
I think that's good enough.
How much more sorry can we be, Dipoto?
Yeah. I want to apologize for myself because I was really harsh.
So sorry. I'm not. Uncle Dog is so sorry for this.
And of course, at some point, Steve, I think you want to apologize to me because
why?
Just for everything, like you.
No. Rude. No, I got no apologies, man. Zero regrets.
No regrets.
Wow. The cycle of forgiveness can't happen until you take accountability.
Yeah, cycle this, BJ.
Okay, then. Well,
that was a little aggressive.
This is a perfect time to move on to this story.
That's what's up.
Oh,
there we go. Thank you, Texter.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time you did that. You know what? This is a well-oiled machine.
I've got my news hounds. They're always looking out for me.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, okay. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one wrong.
The 3 Powerpuff Girls are Buttercup, Bubbles, and who?
Tiddlywinks?
No. That's it.
Bonham.
No.
Gonzo.
Bonham. No.
John Bonham.
John Bonham.
Still not the right answer, huh?
No, I don't think it is. But we were looking for Blossom is the right answer. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, you got a shot at beating Steve. 206-421-ROCK. That is the number to call. We're playing Beat Miggs. We'll do that at 6:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, you can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at ChooseTheRightChapter.com. That's ChooseTheRightChapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Your kids will be saying,
"Please, 5 more minutes. I can't believe I did that."
And,
"Look how high I can bounce."
Spring Free is the world's safest trampoline, the place where stories are made. The innovative design boasts no springs, so you know you're safe. Go ahead and create the greatest stories you'll tell your friends. We're back in stock. Get it while you can. To learn more about the world's safest trampoline, visit springfreetrampoline.com.
Mom, come watch us.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Are you thinking about selling your home? With Orchard, you can skip the hassles of listing a home and go straight to getting an all-cash offer. It's simple. Once Orchard determines your home value, they make you a cash offer. Then, when Orchard sells your home for more than they paid you for it, you keep all of the profit. Maximize your earnings and minimize the stress of selling your home. Visit Orchard.com to see how you can get an all-cash offer. Orchard, it's the new way to home.